Hello viewer, hope the day is treating you right. Let's jump right back to building the foundations of our possibly at some point glorious space station. Naturally, it wouldn't be a colony sim if some of our people didn't just fall asleep because we forgot to build their beds. But while we're waiting for them to recharge, I'm actually gonna mention real quick that I did a little sneaky. As you can see, I simply pushed 3 of my people's schedule 2 hours ahead. And I did that to get out of the fact that I only have 3 chairs. So now, only 3 people are going to take their breaks at any given time. And hopefully, nobody is going to grumble about that. Oh, what's this? We have an incoming ship from the Android Collective. Currently neutral relation. In 23 hours. Okay, so apparently this is how you get new stuff in this game. You just need to wait periodically for a ship to arrive. So I'm going to assume that this is the symbol of the Android Collective. And with a name like that, I have a feeling they're not going to have much food to trade. Perhaps raw resources, or maybe even machinery. Speaking of food, we still have 10.3 days left in our reserves, but we are nearing the point, I think, where we should be thinking of building a place for hydroponics. See these bars here. Obviously, the red is their health, the yellow is the restfulness, and the blue is the oxygen. If that blue bar moves, then I think we are already in trouble. But so far everything is working exactly as intended. Enough oxygen. No CO2 build-up yet. Temperature is doing fine. And there you can see a little bit of green, because the generator also makes high capacity power. We're probably gonna have to build an industrial block too. At least a little one. Maybe because we're a station, we can get by with ships giving us stuff that we need. And also because we technically can build multiple station hall doors. That tells me that maybe we don't actually have to build just one building. We can keep multiple ones separated. This is kind of a nice open place where we could put a whole lot of other things. We can continue expanding over here once we clear out everything. Okay, it is daytime. Everyone is... Okay, what's this? Oh, I ran out of soft blocks. I can't even build those beds. Well, that's a problem. So what I can do here... first of all, we're going to see if this incoming ship has anything. But in the meantime... What if I remove the blueprint and just place down a single bed? That still would leave us with one of our people not having enough space, but still it's better than nothing. And this wall was left here because the thermal regulator is also here, which is a bit of a problem, so Let's move this one. I don't think these ones actually have a range. So technically it shouldn't matter where I put it. So here you go, out of the way. And looks like that's automatically going to remove the walls. So we can build a hull stabilizer. Okay, looks like we still have everything for it. Okay, so the wall remained. Remove this. And the hull stabilizer doesn't require an open space. Oh, no, wait, it does. Okay. Still, gonna just put it right here to be as unobtrusive as possible. The ship is halfway here already. So, we have power. We have beds. We have food. Atmospherics. Toilet. And heat regulation. Okay, question. Can I? Oh, I see. I can move the hangars. But only if they are empty. That's interesting. So, what is the next? Establish water security. We need a water collector and a water purifier. The water collector reclaims water vapor from the air and condenses it back to liquid water. Place it close to grow beds for maximum efficiency. Indeed. Because in case you weren't aware, plants do in fact breathe, so they are going to make some water vapor. And the water purifier transforms ice into purified water, which we could get by mining ice asteroids. And we need to assign a refining job. Okay, well, doesn't look like we have ice anywhere around our little hunk of rock. And this sector is supposed to be empty. At least that is how it was generated. So in order to go out and actually mine ice, we're gonna probably need to build our own ship. So one water collector. And it does have some comfort impact. But at least it's actually pretty small. Okay, do I need to keep any path? Obviously can't put it here. But if I put it right here, am I going to be losing something by not having access to this part? You know what? That's actually not important. Because if it is, I can just remove a wall here. Yeah, I'll just do that. The water collector probably has a better place, where our people are going to be exhaling a lot. So around the open spaces. And while we wait, I did want to make a little corridor here. Maybe put our first hydroponics right behind the kitchen. Okay, if I build it into the rock, it just goes around it. Cancel this for now. Just want to see first. How big are these growing beds? Okay, looks like we have 3 different sizes. The efficiency doesn't seem to be impacted at all. So that's a 2x2. That's a 3x2. Ooh, and this one is massive. 4x5. I can probably plop down 2 of these medium ones. Just have to make the space for it. Okay, I think something like this should work. Is this wall going to be... Ah, there we go. Looks like it automatically paints over old walls. I don't actually want these to be taken down. Okay, there we have it. We have a nice area for hydroponics. Question here. Do diagonal walls also hold? Nope, apparently they do not. That is good to establish early. Oh, interesting. So building the Hall stabilizer actually gave us some Hall stability. I mean, I guess, technically, the game would count the station as a ship that is anchored. Okay, what is going on here? Unreachable. Okay, so we cannot reach the system core. Is that your problem? Yeah, this little place right here. But I don't actually see anything negative happening because of this. If there ever will be a problem, we just place a door right here, and then the problem is solved. Okay, and I cannot move the facility while the pod itself is working. Have to actually dismantle it. Okay, why are you red? Working in a spacesuit. Oh, okay, so it's probably just a warning for us to keep a lookout on them. Okay, I feel like these pod hangers are a little bit too close here. At some point we're probably going to want to push them further out, and then we can have some additional rooms around this way. "10 hours until the underage ship." Okay, and we do have to be a little careful, because we have a limited amount of hull blocks. But it looks like a single one can build multiple hulls. Okay, are you done? looks like you are done. But I do not know why you left the halls looking like this. Interesting. It almost looks like it is actually half finished. Do I actually have to do this? Well, okay, so apparently hull only means the outer walls, and now they're going to remove everything. And I just have to put it back. If I build another room here, maybe I could place some windows around it. It's probably only for aesthetics, but it would look nice. Okay, how are we doing with leisure? Still okay. The bedroom is still okay with sleeping. Oh, and when they build it, the walls actually go diagonal. Okay. That's nice. Oh, hey, look at that. And we actually can overlap the tiles that we have to keep unoccupied. It is actually very good news. Because now that means that I have more room to play around with. Okay, the difference between in-floor light and light appears to be one infra block. At the expense of building tools. And I don't see what the tools facility actually uses to create these building tools. And it doesn't even show up anywhere. Okay, I'll just take your word for it. Okay, let's put a mood light in here. If it actually doesn't matter. Need one thermoregulator. This should be okay. Okay, can I actually set a limit for these. It's slowly turning infra blocks into building tools, if I'm seeing it right. So it is actually not infinite. That's always good to know. The temperature will stabilize soon enough. Okay, what's your problem? You have spacesuit fatigue. And he's currently needy. Okay. And being awake saps your energy. I can relate to that. Okay, the temperature is slowly regulating itself. We have light. And now we can choose what to grow. We have fruits, root vegetables, or nuts and seeds. They require different botany skills and have different food value per day. It requires water and fertilizer. We only have a little bit of that. And it will generate biomatter and whatever we choose. We do have a botanist with level 5. You have level 1 and 3. You can't do botany at all. You have 3 and you have 1. So maybe what we should do is make some root vegetables and make the ones with the lower skills tend to it. Probably like this. And then with this, we grow some nuts and seeds. And that way we make sure that only our botanist can touch it. And we do have the priorities set. That these two who have an actually decent skill have high priority. And we can even assign specific people to the job. That makes it much easier. That's very good. Now let's build one water purifier. Just so that the story can continue. Okay, and this generates heat. Need to be mindful of that as well. If I put it here, it's probably going to be in the way. So I think I'm going to... Which way? I could expand the hall a little bit. This seems like the obvious solution. For the time, it's gonna create a nice little pocket that we can put it. Ooh, and you can actually see the plants growing. Oh, that's awesome. And it looks like they're all going to go to sleep exactly when the ship arrives. Well, most of them anyway. Oh, and the food is... Is this the one that we started with? Well, duh, what am I saying? This one isn't finished growing. Everything is optimal. And we have nothing planted yet. And it looks like the ship is here. And we are getting hailed. Sure, let's talk to them. And we have no functioning operations console. Oh, so we also needed one of those. Well, okay. You could have mentioned it sooner, game. And I can't even build that, because I'm missing resources. And with my luck, we're probably not even going to be able to trade without that. New ship, trade allowed. So where is it? Oh, there it is. Look at it. Okay, we cannot take a look inside. Oh, here we go. So we don't actually have to talk with them. We can just trade from here. Okay, let's pause the game. And it also looks like we don't need any person available to do this. Okay, they are buying this stuff at a markup. And they are selling these at a discount. And a few other things. Do we even have money? Where's our money? We are currently sitting at a nice round 0 credits. So that's not very nice. We could sell some food items to have a little bit of starting money. But what would we even buy? And they don't have soft blocks, so there goes that plan. No missions available. Okay then. That's unfortunate. But I think we're just going to leave them be. Need to wait for someone who has soft blocks. I could get some if I were to disassemble a bed. But then we're back to square one. Okay, how big are you? 3 by 2 with an extra space in the middle. It kinda looks like it needs its own space. I mean, the obvious solution would be in here, right? If I were to put it like this. Yeah, this would be just big enough for that. Probably good enough. There we go. Seeds planted. We used up about half our fertilizer. We got the space over there for a water purifier. And it does leave a little footpath over there, so we don't even have to move anything. That's just perfect. Object not on high capacity grid. Which is why we need to build a power node. The smallest one will do. Okay, with a setup like this, we will probably migrate this to maybe here. In which case, this area could be a room for a bit of industry. Okay, the power node gives a -10 to sleep comfort. But as long as we have the bedroom insulated with walls and doors, it should be fine. So here it sits for now. Getting down a solar panel early would give us a steady supply of energy. Okay, and they are leaving. Seems like they're not going to wait for a reply. Might as well. Okay, cramped little office space. Put some mood lighting in here. Oh. I kinda miscalculated again. Need to put it like this. Because now the walls of the toilet are gone. Yeah, this will do. the ship left. Now we need to build a recycler, transform scrap materials into a variety of usable resources, releases heat and is noisy, and close its walls and the spacesuit door to ensure a safe working environment. Once built, you can assign a recycling job. Okay, so we can even put it outside. I'm just gonna dismantle this bed real quick. What's this? Someone dropped an infra block. Which should go here. Okay. And it looks like the temperature goes there. And it's just far enough to not reach properly. But that's okay. We're going to move this one to here, and then it should be fine. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The next time a ship arrives, we have an operations console so we can communicate with them. I hope it's going to come soon. We are going to run out of... Oh no, we do have a bit of fertilizer left. But I think this is a good place to stop. Next time we're going to expand a little, make the recycler, probably build its own building somewhere out here. Thank you for watching. If you like this game, then please give the video a like. Take a look at my channel. If you see something that you like, then do hit that subscribe button. And I will be back with some more. See you next time.